Hello and welcome to the I Can Do podcast with Benjamin Lee. We're here to talk about tips and strategies to have an I Can Do mindset. Life is what you put into it. Get the most you can. Here's your host, Benjamin Lee.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the I Can Do podcast. This is season number 2, episode number 4. This season, we are focusing on books. This season is all about books that have had a big impact upon me in some shape or form. We've talked about the Bible. I recommend the Bible. We talked about in the last episode, the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. I recommend that book as well. I want to give you another recommendation. It's called Moonwalking with Einstein. Moonwalking with Einstein. Just that title alone, you should go get the book, all right? It is about the art and science of remembering everything. Moonwalking with Einstein, the art and science of remembering everything by Joshua Foer. I think I heard about this book on another podcast. I can't remember exactly which podcast that may have been. May have been Tim Ferriss's podcast. But it's a fascinating book because what this author does, he takes us on this journey to this world that many people aren't even familiar with. This world of memory championships. And to be able to see how so many people have been able to learn and to be able to memorize poems and entire deck of cards, and how all of us can increase and grow in our memory, and different tips and strategies when it comes to memorizing. One of the big things that he talks about is creating your memory palaces. It's always an interesting exercise to do with someone where if they lived in a house or a duplex or wherever, have them close their eyes and have them walk you through that front door and what they see. More often or not, it happens every time. They may not have been to that house or the place where they used to live growing up for years, but they can close their eyes, they can walk through the door, and in an instant, they can see, oh, yeah, here on the left was the dining room. And when you walk further, you're into the living room, and the stairs were on the right-hand side, and the guest bathroom was, and they just go on and on. So there's something about associating things with places. So he talks a lot about the memory palaces and using your home like a memory palace. So if you're going to go to the grocery store, associating maybe the bread with something in the house or a room, so you can have this quick recall. So it's fascinating. And full disclosure, I've not read the book in a very long time, but I'm interested. And what's interesting as well is that the author, he actually won the USA, I think it was the USA Memory Championship. After investigating this, he tried it out himself and he ended up winning. So it's a fascinating book. It had an impact on me for a couple of reasons. Number one, it was just a fascinating book to read. I couldn't believe, wait a second, I can improve and I can remember even more. We all want this, right? Number two, it helped me to see the possibilities. So sometimes a book will have an impact on me just by reminding me there's still more room for me to grow. There's still another level that I can get to. There's another level that you can get to as well. So I want to recommend this book. It's a fascinating book. It will take you on a journey around the world. You probably will want to do something after you get done reading this book, memorizing a poem, memorizing a deck of cards, memorizing maybe your introduction to a talk or a speech. Moonwalking with Einstein. Check it out. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. If you are in the need or looking for more motivation in your life, feel free to check out my website, benjaminlee.blog, where you can find hundreds of encouraging, motivational blog posts on a variety of subjects. You can find all of my books, which can also be found on Amazon.com, and other podcast interviews with a variety of people. I hope this helps. Please leave me a rating and a review. I can do, and so can you. Take care, and God bless.